Boys and girls, this is going to be a short video today, and I'm going to be going through my exit strategy when it comes to taking a setup. So every time I take a setup, there's going to be one level that I look at to exit. You know, some people like to do a set risk to reward of a 3 risk to reward or a 4 risk to reward or a 5 risk to reward. Some people like to target crazy 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 risk to reward. Some people like to do negative risk to rewards. Some people like to do one-to-ones. I'm going to show you guys what's worked for me. This is my FX book. This is my track record account, and 3 green months so far this year. I've also had my biggest month of the year as well, and the biggest month of my trading career, which is a 100k month. And I'm basically going to explain to you guys my whole new system, the refinements I've made with my take profit strategy. It's universal as well, so it doesn't matter what strategy you trade, everyone has to exit the market at some point, and I'm going to show you guys what works for me. So I'm not going to yap on about this video and make it extra long. It's just going to be nice, short and sweet, so let's get straight into it. In 2025, I've made changes to my data collection and made some refinements to my plan. Basically, when I used to take trades and take setups and I looked to target something, I would most of the time find out that price would come back and hit me out at break even, or come and take my stop loss, whatever it may be, and the trade, you know, it'd go up about 5 or 6 risks to reward. It would come all the way back and just hit me at break even or hit my stop loss, and then that will be the end of the trade. And even though I was profitable, I wanted to improve on my win rate. I still wanted to become better. I didn't want to become complacent with my current system and my plan. So I made the adjustment to modify my take profit targets, and this is universal. Doesn't matter what strategy you use, you can use this because it's an exit strategy at the end of the day. So I look to target weak lows now, and to explain why this is a weak low, let me show you. Every time we break structure, as we did here on the 1 minute, 3 minute and the 5 minute in the lower time frame category, it confirmed for our break of structure. Price obviously comes through, we create that new structure, we have this pullback, and there's a protected high here, which is the high that failed to put in a new low. Now we end up sweeping that high, and then we get a rejection candle over here, but we're more focused on the targets. 2 pips away from the protected high, looking at 1.2, looking at 3.2. Now, some people like to go for a set risk to reward, where they're targeting maybe a 1 to 3, or maybe they're targeting a 1 to 10, or whatever it may be. Sometimes people like to have ambitious targets, and that's completely fine. I just want to show you guys what's been working for me and what's been consistently helping my win rate, and pretty much most of my success this year has been thanks to this take profit strategy. 100k month, getting on the leaderboards multiple times, 3 green months in a row with a low maximum drawdown with my personal account. It's because I've modified my take profit target and increased my win rate. So looking at the weak low from over here, why is this a weak low? This low failed to take this internal protected high. It failed to take previous structure. So if the low fails to take previous structure, it becomes weak. And that's why price targets the weak low, because this low was not strong enough to create new highs. Therefore, it is weak, and therefore it is targeted. So instead of targeting something crazy, or maybe, you know, going for a 1-to-1 like some influencers do on this website, it is what it is, you know, each to their own. But in terms of what works consistently for me, and I want you guys to test it, don't take my word for it, test it for yourself, collect data on it, have a look at weak lows and weak highs. Does it consistently get run? Is it consistently a good target? I just want you guys to test it for yourself. I'm showing you guys what works for me, but of course I want you guys to collect data on it yourself and see if it actually works. So instead of, you know, targeting a set amount or targeting something crazy, we just look to target the weak low. This obviously ends up getting run, and this is by far the most consistent exit strategy take profit target I've used in my whole career. I've been trading full time for 3 years now, and in terms of all the refinements and all the adjustments I've made to my plan and my system, this one has to be the most helpful one. I'm just dropping some sauce for you guys today. So when it comes to taking a weak low, price isn't always going to run the weak low. Sometimes it might come and we'll get something like this. Price will make its way down lower, and you might get something like this. We don't get to that weak low, and then we push off and we start heading up higher. Now, this can happen. I have a criteria over here that you can use. When price gets within 0.5 pips of your take profit target at the weak low or the weak high, you can be ready to manually close it. If it is more than 0.5 pips away and you get a big fat rejection candle and you feel like price is going to reverse on you, you can also close it. For example, rejection candle can be this bullish white candle over here. Let's say that we're targeting right at the weak low. This white candle over here can be the rejection candle, and then you can close the trade after that. You'd still be securing 3.76 risk to reward. So realistically, if price is struggling to run that weak low or that weak high, because price does like to reverse off weak highs and weak lows in ranging conditions, you can implement this criteria. But if we're trending, you'll find that most of the time we're going to see that weak low or that weak high getting run. So basically, it's weak structure. It's the low that fails to take the high, and then vice versa. it's the high that fails to take the low. So this has been one of the best take profit targets that I've used in quite a long time, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. It's universal, and it doesn't matter what strategy you guys use. If you want something that's consistent, that works very well on a consistent basis, it's targeting weak structure. Also, another thing I wanted to touch on, you can have multiple weak structures. For example, there could be a high time frame weak structure all the way over here to the left. Targeting the initial weak structure, meaning first, is always going to be a lot more effective compared to targeting something that's after it. For example, this could be weak structure over here, but targeting the initial, the first, is always going to be a better probability trade. At least that's how it works for me. But then again, I want you guys to also try this for yourself. Test it, back test it, forward test it. Does this work? Does this take profit target have a high chance of being hit every single time, or more often than not, because there's no guarantees in the market? So I just want to come on, drop this for you guys real quick. Real simple exit strategy that's been helping me a lot this year. I'm sure you guys would have seen how crazy I've been going this year. Made a couple of refinements to my trading plan and my system. This is one of them, and this is a criteria that can help you guys as well in case you encounter some issues. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, let me know down below. But I just want you guys to test it for yourself. Let me know how you go, because it does work very well for me.